Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command as always. So, as you know, patch 20 came out today. This is a patch notes. If you do decide to want to obviously read them, we'll come to them in a sec. Just want to say thank you very much to all the new subscribers. Don't forget to keep hitting that subscribe button to help the channel out, and check out all the other ways that you can support the channel and the other means you can do so. So obviously, as we know, today's video is going to be about the patch. This video is not going to be part of the weekly video. This is just a special video because obviously they released the patch. So this doesn't have to obviously hit the 30 likes to get the bonus video on Saturday. But obviously the more likes on this, then the better. And the more likely I will do a bonus video on Saturday as well. So make sure to hit that like button as well. So going to the patch 20, this is obviously the release notes. They've got loads of new things. So we've got the new, obviously, Outlaw Part 2, which is called The Exchange. This is obviously the Mud Arc 2, basically. Khan and Mud are forming a reluctant alliance together. The Outlaw, there is a new Outlaw research tree, which I'll come to in a minute. There's a new ship to the game called the Stella, which is Mud Ship, which again I'll come to in a bit. There's a faction store, which I will show you, but you can't actually get it yet because you need to unlock it via some missions first. We got obviously the new missions themselves, which are not available to me just yet. This is just a quick overview of the arc. I'll go into more detail in a future video, probably in a couple of days, releasing it in a couple of days. You got new Ellipse Armadas, and then just some improvements to the game, and bug fixes to the game as well. So if I show you a couple of the new features that you got in the game. So if you go to, first of all, if you go to the faction store, we'll show you the faction store at the moment. You got a new tab called Rogue with its new symbol. If you click that, you'll get this basically message appear. You can't, it says at the bottom, earn Rogue points for the mission events to unlock Rogue store. So you have to do the missions to be able to unlock the Rogue store, which is perfectly fine and acceptable. So that's in the faction layout itself. If you go to, I'll show you through the research tech tree actually. That makes more sense. If you go to research, you have now this new Outlaws tab. If you click that Outlaws tab, as you can see, I've researched a little bit of it just because it's actually beneficial if you read what some of it is. So some of it is actually really beneficial. So if you click like Outlaw Mechanics, for example, this repair cost reduction for all ships. I've got mine up to level 4 already, so mine's now 15% for me. I'm trying to save on my uncommons, which is one of the reasons why I haven't upgraded it anymore. But yeah, so I've now got 50%. So this is really good for obviously repair costs. But this is for all ships as well. There's not just for your Stella, which is, I'll show you that in a second. And then you got some fighting bonuses. Again, this is for all ships, and it's against stations mainly. You got your lightweight engines. So this bonus warp speed with empty cargo for all ships. So as long as they got empty cargo, you get a bonus, which is great, especially for like your miners and stuff like that. Then you got your bolstered hull. So this gives you a flat rate of 35% for your defense platforms, and same with shields as well. Flat 35% for your shields. Obviously going up to 50, and then obviously way up to 200 it seems there. So they are quite significant jumps as well. So that's pretty good. You got your plutonium. This is cost efficiency as normal. Apex Getaway, you have to unlock medals. So I will come to them obviously in a future video because I don't actually know what these are as of yet. But you get medals basically, and this will give you a warp speed for all ships bonus of 30%, and it does upgrade as well using the medals. So that is quite cool. Because this is completely, I think, as far as I'm aware, this is completely free to play as well. So you can get like a Prime upgrade completely free to play. So this should help with getting your ships around the galaxy a lot faster. Now the galaxy is obviously expanding with more stuff. Then we go into data storage. Again, I just need to get one more upgrade, which is actually this upgrade. But again, you need to unlock loads of other things. But this will give you a flat rate of 5,000 initially, going all the way up to 16,000, which is pretty damn good. You got your different, obviously, interceptor cores, or your basically your parts. So this will give you a cost efficiency. This is again for any interceptor, any explorer, any battleship. Then you got Baffler 2, which is for your uncommon plutonium, which is probably what most people are currently at with their botany bays, except unless you're obviously new to the game. You also need an R&D at level 25, so this is getting into the obviously the upper sort of range. Then you got your augment warp, which increases basically your botany bay warp range, or speed, should I say, and then speed of the impulse speed as well of the botany bay for the engines. And then this is when you get to the Stellar. So this is once you get to this level, you unlock the Stellar. The Stellar is the new ship, so you unlock the ability to build the Stellar. I will go into the ship in a second, and this gives you a flat rate of 300% against Eclipse enemies, which is the new type of enemies in the new space of rogue space, I guess that's what we're calling it, which again I'll show you in a second. You also have primes as well as normal. You got the prime, so this gives you a 100% bonus, and that's pretty much it. That's all you get. Prime augment, so improves the output for augment reputation bundles in the faction store, so it gives you a bit of a bonus to that. It's quite expensive, but does give you a bonus to that, 100% bonus to that. So we'll have to see how that pans out, that one. And then it goes on, and it's quite a flushed out tech tree. I actually quite like it. Obviously, you got a lot of stellar upgrades. You got hideout weaponry. So this is to do with your station sort of upgrades to make your station stronger. Crystal research efficiency. This is something that obviously everyone in the world needs to pick up as soon as possible, because crystal's ridiculous in this game and it's so hard to get. So you got crystal research efficiency, and then you got building efficiency as well for a crystal. And then you got basically rogue shields. This is a bonus HP for all ships. So bearing in mind, this is for all ships in the game. They get a flat bonus of 25%. Same with shields, 25%. So you don't have to have the Stellar for this to be operational. If it says all ships, it means every ship in the game. It's not just the Stellar. If it does say Stellar Warp, obviously it's just for the Stellar like craft itself. And then you got crafty engineering, and then again this is just a bonus for the Stellar against other stuff. Apex chop shop, bonus scrapping speed, don't know why you'd want that. And cost efficiency, unique materials for the Stellar, again you might want that, but again it's nothing to cry home about, I guess. And then these are when you get into like level 31s anyway, R&D. So these are quite expensive, and then it goes on and on. It's quite a flushed out tech tree. It's really big. Obviously then you're getting up to like G4 stuff as well, which is really, really good. Mud's Mud, I don't know what that is. Mission set for the high level players. So that's kind of good for them, I guess. It gives them an incentive to stay in the game for longer, I guess. But yeah, so that's a new tech tree. So it's quite flushed out. So my advice is to try and get on that as soon as possible and get as much done as possible. Obviously, don't go mental, because if you're still saving like I am for the uncommons and stuff, then just save them. Don't go crazy with it, but do as much as possible, I would recommend. So go into the augment space. In fact, before we go to augment space, I'll show you the Stellar and what it looks like. It's actually quite a cool looking ship. You need to be ops level, you need a shipyard of level 27. So it's slightly more, or slightly, I don't know, it's in the region of your 26 sort of ships as well. And obviously it will upgrade. It is classed as a battleship, so that could be of interest for some people. I don't know how it scales in terms of power overall. I think it might be like a Vidar, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to that. I'm sure we'll see players rolling around in this ship soon. It is a very, very beautiful ship though. I can't fault them on the design of the ship. It looks absolutely amazing, if I'm honest. And it could be quite a useful, if it's anything like the Vidar and tears up like the Vidar for example, then this will be a very useful ship for players that don't want to get a, say, a Legionary or a Bortus, or can't get them for example. So this will give them the option to have a more powerful version of, well, a more powerful ship than a Kamari for example, because a Kamari is, well, my research level is 112, and this obviously starting value is 115, but it does scale pretty well. And this obviously takes out Eclipse ships a lot faster as well. So that is obviously that's the ship level 27 you need for that. And then if I go to the galaxy map, I'll show you the new space. So it's called Rogue Space. It's actually it's just situated just south of Federation space, and it's all of this region here. There's a load of new things, so you have to get like presumably like some sort of rogue transwarp cell as well to get to certain areas as well. So again, it's very similar to, or very like the Vidar in that sense. There's a bunch of areas. If you go to the areas, I've been to one so far, it seems to be spawning transports or transport like exchange transports. And if you click them, they seem quite powerful. But my Sally, for example, which is only a level, well, it's only strength 774. That was able to take out all of these no problem. I ended up hitting I think 5 of them when it only took that much health off, so bearing that in mind, the reward for that is these, which is the Eclipse security codes, and apparently if you get these you can spend them in the Rogue store, but again we're waiting for the mission set to come out to do that. And that is pretty much the overview. Oh, last little thing, actually I did forget like the little oot there. Last thing is this. So if you go to the event store, just click on the event store and view. This gives you the ability to buy that. There was more earlier on, unless they've got rid of them. Yeah. Okay, so they've got rid of them for now, but there is more. There was more. You could buy them with different medals and stuff. There was like 6 different options to be able to purchase independent credits. Obviously, they've took it down because it shouldn't have come out before the event started. But yeah, we will see the event tonight. If you want to see the event, don't forget to head over to Twitch. I will be streaming it tonight at 9 o'clock UK time. So head over to Twitch and check it out. There we'll do the mission sets and we'll have a little rundown of what everything is, how it all works, and we'll have a little look at everything as well. I hope you enjoyed this little brief overview. We will go into more detail in future videos, but for now, that is everything, and I'll see you there next time. Bye bye for now.